Hey everyone, John here. Just doing our Tuesday check and see how you fine winners are doing out there. So, how'd your Tuesday go? Are we off to a great start still? Are we hitting those goals and milestones? How are you feeling, right? It gets stressful, especially when you're trying to get stuff done, you're trying to manage the team, you're trying to uphold a vision, you're trying to accomplish those goals, right? It can get stressful, especially this time of year, right? People are worried about everything that's going on at work. They're worried about their personal stuff, getting ready for the holidays, planning all that, getting ready for it. It's a lot. So just wanted to check in on you guys, see how you guys were doing out there. I figured since we've been on the topic of teams and surrounding yourself with the right people, I think we should take this today from a leadership perspective. So I'm going to ask you, are you utilizing your team to their fullest capacity? Are you able to manage those strengths that each individual brings to the team? Do you know how to leverage it? Do you know how to pair them with the other team members who can fill where they are weakest at and can complement their other strengths? That's the key right there. That's super important. When we start talking about the dynamics of a team and the workings of a team, is being able to identify each individual strength and weaknesses and pairing them with people who could pretty much cover down for those weaknesses while augmenting those strengths. And especially if you can start pairing people together who could definitely complement each other's strengths and they feed off of each other and they grow, right? Sometimes you see that kind of feeding off each other with negative stuff, but it definitely works and is a multiplier when you get people who can complement each other and they can feed off of each other and they continually do better and stronger collaborative work. And that's just really good for any project, any team, any organization, right? You kind of want that. And then, you enhance that and you get a better ROI when one person can backfill some of the weaknesses of the other and vice versa. So when they're able to cover down on each other where each other's weak at, and they help each other, each other where they're both weak at, then you don't really lose anything because now they're able to pick up that slack for each other and keep moving forward. And then what they are good at, what they are strong at, they're definitely complementing each other on that, and they're producing even better work. So it's just better. It builds that morale, it builds that confidence within them. And of course, then you start getting a better ROI on it. Your return on investment, your return on productivity, and your return on morale, right? That's a big thing. People are doing really good work, challenging work that challenges them, but they do great and they just crush it. Wow, what a huge morale boost that is. And then it, makes them feel good, and then they're ready to really test their limits, really stretch their wings and see what they're capable of. And you as the leader should be facilitating that. So definitely want to make sure you're doing that with your team. And hey, you know what kind of that requires? You as the leader, it requires you to know your team, to know them individually, and to understand who they are, what motivates them, what drives them, what gets them going, where they really are strong and passionate at, and maybe some areas that they're not it's not their cup of tea. But, you know, you make that happen and you that's how you get the workings of a great team. And then we kind of been talking about, hey, do you have the right attitudes as well? Because you may have a really good worker or someone who's really skilled and talented, but if they're a nasty person, that could bring down the team as a whole. So think about that. Just because you have someone on your team who's super talented, if they're not a team player, if they're not working well with others, if they're not trying to help anyone, they're just trying to get their stuff done and look really good, you're not getting the best results for your team, and you're not accomplishing the true potential of that team when they're limited like that. So just I want to kind of warn you about that, because sometimes we get so caught up in individual KPIs that we forget the effect that a single person has on the team and how they could drag them down or lift them up, right? You have the right people on the team who can motivate them, who to get them going, who teaches them, who coaches them. That's a multiplier right there, and that's what you want. It may be a little slower at the start, but they're definitely going to raise the total value of the team. And it just builds the team, and everyone works well together. They trust each other, and they're just going to do amazing. They're going to shine and do great work. So definitely a lot of things to consider there when you're walking into your 2024 goals and the visions you have, because this is how you could really set yourself up for those big audacious goals. So keep that in mind, guys. And now, because it is the holidays, I do want you to, I do want to encourage you that you guys are checking up on each other, checking up on your teams, checking up on your friends. It can be very stressful this time of year. It can be very depressing this time of year. Everything from the holidays, bad memories, there's less daylight in the day, that seasonal depression kicks in, real traumatic events. There's a lot going on. So checking on each other. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to pick up that phone and call someone. Like, hey, just want to check in on you. How you doing? Hey, let's go get some coffee, right? You never know the impact it could have. So just be out there, be mindful, understand when people may be acting out of the norm for them. Just reach out, just say hi. And you know what? Even if you don't have a real concern, just reach out and say hi anyway. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with just reaching out to people? Be like, hey, buddy, I just want to check up on you. How you doing? Nothing wrong with that, and it's actually a really good thing. It's a thing social media had tried to do and really showed us that we're bad at. We got so used to this digital fakeness, I'll call it that. We've lost that human connection. So this is a great way to re-bring it back, to reestablish it, and just check up on each other. We're all humans. We all have points. So definitely, guys, just take care of each other. They'll take care of you. Anyway, guys, just want to let you know, proud of you guys. You guys are crushing it out there. You got this week. You're gonna own this week. We're tomorrow's halfway there, so I have full faith and confidence in what you guys are doing. It's exciting to see the progress you're making. Hey, and I'm always here for you guys. If you just want to chat, you just need someone to reach out to, by all means. Love talking to you guys. Love having you here. Love having the comments, the DMs. If you want, I'll be happy to give you my calendar so we could schedule like a long time. We can get on a Zoom or something and really have some face to face. Or hey, if you're in my area, I would love to come have coffee with you. Maybe just hang out, cut it up for a while, just talk ideas or whatever the case. So, hey guys, keep up the great work. You're not alone. Don't go at it alone. You don't have to. You shouldn't. You always got someone in your corner. And keep up the great work. And as always, stay good.